All right, guys, this is the question. Do you want to meet the girl of your dreams in the real life in the most organic way possible? Well, if so, this video is for you, man. So, I'm Tom Cieslak. I'm a dating coach for men who are looking to attract and keep an awesome girlfriends. And I've been doing it for some time now. I'm 40 years old. I've been divorced. I've been in long-term relationships, short-term relationships. I had multiple girlfriends, whatever, you name it. I've done it all, right? What I'm doing now is try to help other guys find the purpose, find the meaning, and find the relationships they'll be happy with. Okay, there are many, many things that are involved in that. I take my teachings from my own experience, but also from science and human behavior, because this is how we are constructed as people, as humans. There is so much knowledge in an outside world where I keep looking at stuff, and I will try to give you as much of my insights into it as possible. So the question is, do you want to have an organic encounter with someone you'll be interested in, or would you rather try to fake it with dating apps and stuff, right? Of course, the answer should be A, right? You want to find someone in an organic setup when you guys click, when you guys connect. Now, here's the outdated advice that been around for so long. The advice is this. So I've got all my notes here for you guys, so I'll know what to talk to you, because there's so much. But the advice is, you go and live your life and you will find the girl of your dreams. So what does it mean, right? If we decode that, it means go do the things that you do regardless, right? On a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And you will find the girl that clicks with you. So what's wrong with this? So let's look at my week, okay? The things that I do outside of work, right? I'll go to train, I'll go to gym, okay? I'll go do martial arts, okay? And I will go and do archery, all right? So those are three things that I do outside of my normal time. There's a scheduled social time. And there's nothing wrong about it. I love them all, okay? That's all amazing. But the thing is, see, if you go to the gym and you see the girls in the gym, there'll be the same girls all the time, right? It's very rarely they have a new person coming in. So is the gym a good place to do that kind of thing? Not necessarily, right? Martial arts class, yes, that's a good example. The thing is, here is my point. The old advice, in my opinion, outdated advice, is go do your life and you will attract people, you will find the people, you meet people, women that you would like to get to know. The issue with this is, we as people, from our core behaviors, we tend to go towards comfort, right? So we are comfortable in our outside activities. But what about if you flip the script and you start doing the things that you're not comfortable with, that you haven't done before, right? The things that are completely new to you, okay? Because if you keep repeating the same things, you'll get the same outcome. And the outcome will be, oh, I can't see anyone who is interesting to me, right? At the same time, if you do the same things, you're not coming across as an interesting person. What does it mean to be an interesting person? Interesting person is someone who got things to talk about, right? Not just rumors, not the news things, okay? The deep knowledge. Someone who's got passions, okay? You can be artsy person, you can be sportsy person. There are so many different ways, right? But interesting person is also someone who tries new things. And just because you try something doesn't mean you have to stick with it, right? Because you're trying it. You want to see if that's going to work for you. Okay. So the perfect example, let me tell you an example from my week, from last week. Okay, I'm recording this on Sunday. So last week I did, what did I do? Let's have a look. Oh yeah. So it was open air cinema just in the park where I stay. So I'm in Glasgow, UK, and there was an open air cinema at like 7:30 p.m. Even though I was a bit tired, but then I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. The movie was good. And you're going in without thinking, I'm gonna meet my future girlfriend or I'm gonna meet X amount of girls. No, that's a bad approach, right? Your approach should be, I'm going out there to enjoy the event, whatever that is, right? And meet other people, talk to people, just be exposed to being social. Right now, we live in this fucking crazy world, man, where everything's behind the screens. Everyone's behind the screens. Not many people try to have lives outside the houses. You know, so you turning up, it's like you would, if you've not talked to people in the social circles, you'll be so surprised how well reciprocated you will be, right? Because it's such a refreshing thing just to talk to someone, and you don't have to talk like a deep shit, man. You just open your mouth, comment on this, comment on something. Oh, how did you like the movie? That's some nice glasses, whatever, right? It doesn't have to be romantic, right? This is the thing. It just doesn't have to be romantic. Once you get to the point where you're just really flawless with your communication, then when you go on another event, you build up the confidence. People ask me, oh, where's the confidence come from? Confidence is coming from practice, right? If you practice something X amount of time, you'll be confident at it, right? Let's say you play football, you go on the pitch, and that's your first time, you're not going to be confident. Why would you be confident? It's like your first time playing football. But if you go there in 6 months' time, you've been playing every week, guess what? You're going on the pitch super comfortable, super confident. So this is how confidence is built, okay? And that's with everything, right? Back to my talking point, because I'm digressing a little bit. You have to have things that you do on a weekly basis that are outside of your comfort or your normal zone. Okay? So another example from my life, last week I went, hold on, what I did. Oh yeah, I did the comedy club. This is a little comedy club. It was a Wednesday night, random. I picked it up from Eventbrite. Random. I said, you know what, fuck it, I'll just go. And guess what? A, it was fun, right? B, I met some crazy people, like clowns and stuff. It was fun. It was just fun, you know? And I remember before I think it started like 6, I go back from the gym 5:15 or something, and I was like, oh, can I be bothered? But I was like, you know what? Yes, you can be bothered because this is how we're supposed to live our lives, right? Because we are social creatures. Okay, we should be around people. We should be exposed to entertainment created by people in real life, not fucking Netflix, not your phones, because that doesn't build you, right? Whatever you do, you always get points from leaving your house. Always. Whatever you're gonna do. See, I'm gonna once I finish recording this, I'm going to the park for my little half an hour walk. Why? Because I just need a little bit of movement. Okay, I've been working, been doing bits and bobs, and then I said, you know, I'm going to record this video because it's important, and then I'm going to go for my walk, right? Will I meet someone in the dog park? Absolutely. Will I talk to them? Hell yeah, I will, right? Okay, so this is those things that you have to do. The best way to go about it is to go on Eventbrite, and they list all the events in your area. Half of them are free, so go for the free ones, man, or like the non-expensive ones, and just check how amazing you will feel once you attend an event. Okay, it could be anything, man. It could be in painting, comedy, it could be a dance class. Like, just go out of your comfort zone. In 2 weeks' time, I'm going for bachata dancing. So I'm not a dancer, like, at all, right? But I want to try it. You know why I want to try it? Because I have not tried it before. Okay, I've just not tried it before, and it's fun. It's fun for me, but it's also fun for people you will meet along the way. You know, if you, let's say, if you meet a girl next week, she was like, "Hey, so how was your week?" And I was like, "You know what? I went to this comedy thing. It was so much fun, da da da." And then, even though I'm not a dancer, I went for the bachata class. And you know what? Like, in her eyes, you'll be such an interesting person because you've done that. Okay, and it's basic, and it's fucking basic, man. There's another thing I want to talk about. It's basically, if you have friends that have certain hobbies, ask them how does the training works, or whatever they do. How does the hobby works, and if it's okay if you tag along for one of the sessions. Usually, if someone's got a hobby, they can give you a guest pass, and basically you don't pay anything, or you pay like minimum. But you go into an organized activity with your friend or the person that you know, right? So you already, if you struggle with your confidence, like going on your own, so you're already given the boost because you know someone, right? You won't be alone. And also, this is an extremely well pointed. Yeah, it's just really extremely well timed thing where you can ask many questions to people who are in the activity because you know someone, right? And also you'll be introduced to other people, so automatically you're building your social circle. Okay, I'm going to come back to the fact that the outdated advice is outdated. It is outdated because what they were saying was just go do your life and you will meet people. No, go and be interesting, be curious about things, right? When you're curious, you becoming interesting to others, right? Because you're curious about stuff. When you're curious, you ask questions, you go out of your comfort zone, you attend events, you go for activities. You have to be curious in your life, man. Otherwise, it'll be fucking boring. What's the point of being boring? And I'll tell you what, if you don't have a girlfriend or you don't see girls, this is the last thing they want. Someone who's boring. There was a poll that they were asking women what they find attractive in men, and one of the top was top or second top was being interesting. Okay, being interesting as in go and do things. Okay, have a little drive, right? People say you've got a drive. It means it's a business drive, it's a gym drive. No, not only, right? Because you've got a drive to live your life in an interesting way, right? In a curious way. I'm always curious, man. Like, I see someone on the street and I'm like, the fuck is that? I'm just gonna ask him, hey man, what's happening? And that give me some sort of information, right? It's like, oh, I might try it. Ideal example. So I train Krav Maga. I've been doing it for X amount of years, and my instructor, he mentioned to me that he's doing archery, right? I said, oh shit, that's pretty cool. We started talking a little bit, and I said, hey, listen, how about if I come along with you? You're going to show me. It's like, yeah, perfect. And that was 7 months ago. And since then, I'm doing archery every week, right? That was that easy. And I met people over there. I met different people through this. And every time I speak to the girl and I said, yeah, one of the things that I do is archery, they're so excited about it. They're so excited about it. Ask me if I can take them to one of the classes, which I did before, of course. Because it's fun, man. It's fun. You have to be curious, interesting, and fun. And this is the definition of fun. When people tell you be fun, it doesn't mean you fucking dancing monkey. No, we don't do dancing monkeys, right? You have to convey your personality through the things that you do in life, right? Once again, you have to convey your personality through the things that you do in your life. Okay? It's that easy. All right? So I want you to do two things. Okay? I want you to go to Eventbrite or a similar page. Depends where you stay. Go on Eventbrite and pick 2 activities that you can do next week. Ideally, Monday till Thursday. Because Friday and Sunday, from Friday till Sunday, you should actually be socializing with your friends or socializing with girls, right? Monday till Thursday, pick 2 activities that you can do and go and do it. And go and do it, and you will see how how happy you'll be once it's all done, you know, because you meet new people. You obviously is going to be anxious about stuff. Yeah, man. Anxiety is normal. Everyone's anxious all the time. So you just need to beat the anxiety, man. You need to beat it. Do the Eventbrite, find 2 events. And the second thing, ask a couple of your friends, a few of your friends, if they have any crazy hobbies. Because sometimes you don't, or like coworkers. Because sometimes you don't know if they have a hobby because you don't really talk about it, because you're not being curious about what they have going on, right? Ask about the hobbies. If they say something, just say, hey, do you mind if I go and try with you? And everyone will be so happy because they're passionate about that shit. Right? If they're passionate about it, they'll be happy to bring someone along, and that'll be you, all right? And it's a big, big win for your social life and for building your character, man. For building your character, okay? Now, I hope that was helpful for you guys. I've left a few links down below where you can download a lot of free stuff. It's all to help you with your relationships, or to help you with how you go about your love life and just social dynamics, you know, female men dynamics. Because as I said, I read a lot, I dig about it a lot. I have many conversations with many brilliant people about human behavior and how we coexist together, men and female, you know, because we have to understand this shit, man, especially now with the internet and the crazy stuff that's on it. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys on the next time.